Well, having major artists and colleagues and peers cite a-ha as musical influences is perhaps one of the more gratifying things to happen late in a career, because it means you left a watermark of some sort, a stamp on your time, and it also cuts through a lot of the noise that was surrounding the band and the phenomena of a-ha in the early days. And so hence, you know, for us to have these people who we in turn have a lot of time for and respect for look at a-ha in this way is highly gratifying.
The most memorable show that we did must have been one in Los Angeles in '86, which is the worst concert we've ever done.
Well, it was kind of unique because it was also one of the highest pressure gigs that we've ever done, and we had to smuggle Michael Jackson in with Sophia Loren, sitting on the first row right in front of Morten at the amphitheatre in LA. And somehow we almost fell into Michael Jackson's lap. He was sitting there with a surgical mask on, like literally 4 feet away from you. And you and I had this kind of keyboard thing with a lead, this remote control, and somehow we got entangled with microphone leads and this lead. And
I stepped backwards.
This kind of swaying Tower of Pisa, and you know.
And I collapsed over the wedges. And what became embarrassing was not the fact that I completely toppled over.
I was aiming
the fact that
Sophia Loren, actually. But I was aiming for her. If I was going to go down, I was going to go.
The beam was on me, and as soon as I fell, it just shifted to the side to kind of try and say, oops, that didn't happen. Which I really don't like. You know, I don't mind actually falling flat on my face on stage.
I like the way you bounce back up again, and that was all planned. I mean,
I stayed there for a little while, pondering on things on the floor. But one of the reasons it was such a bad show was also that we were hit with fatigue, and because we were in the middle of a world tour, 9-month world tour, and the first tour we ever done, and all our shows were just very loud. The audience was extremely loud. So we often really didn't hear our own playing, and we weren't really, you know, after some time you kind of lose focus. And we were not prepared for the type of gig we were going to do in LA, because it was packed with everyone basically that mattered in the industry. We're coming to see this thing from Norway.
And they weren't screaming, they were just sitting
there. They
were
dead silent. So everything was
something's wrong, nobody's reacting. It was incidentally also the last show we did in LA.
Yeah. But having said that, Michael Jackson went on to buy the catalogue, including our songs. So something survived it somehow. But it was a really bad show.
For the last few months of 2009, we have a European tour coming up. We're coming to Britain in the beginning of November. Manchester, Birmingham, and the O2 Arena on, I think it's the 4th of November. So that's very exciting. Haven't played there yet, so that's another first, something to cross off on the CV. Looking forward to that. 2010 is kind of a special year for us because it marks the 25-year anniversary of the release of our first single. So it's a kind of a time for a retrospection and a summing up of everything that we've done, all the years that we've released albums. It's kind of it's not something that we're terribly good at, celebrating ourselves, but we'll give it a go.